Lifestyle Off the Normal with your host, me, Michael Soren. Today we're going to be talking about Don't Worry Darling, Olivia Wilde's latest film. Starring Florence Pugh and Harry Styles, Chris Pine, and a whole bunch of people. There's a ton of people in this. So many people. But the story follows a 1950s housewife living with her husband in a utopian community. It's kind of experimental. They're trying something here. She begins to worry that the glamorous company could be hiding a disturbing secret. What's going on here? It was worth a watch. That's the first thing I'll say. Worth a watch. It's got a very robust concept behind it. It's about the feminists. It's trying to show the imbalance in gender equality in our society, but it didn't really tell us anything we didn't know. It just kind of sheds more light on it. It felt out of place in the world, and what I mean by that is, had this movie come out, I don't know, 30-40 years ago, it would have been mind-blowing in my opinion. And Pugh delivered, and she was fantastic, and she deserves all the hype she's gotten, all the praise she's gotten. Very well deserved. You'll see her come award season, I feel, for this role in some capacity. But Harry Styles she carries him a lot of the time. In my opinion, he just wasn't up to snuff with her. It's not the worst movie you're gonna see. You're gonna enjoy this movie. It's gonna be good. But it's not going to be great. You're kind of just going to be okay, kind of knew all this. It hasn't really changed much since since this came out. Maybe that's the whole message we're trying to get at here. It hasn't really changed much, and it should have. And because, if you think about it, we're kind of heading back that direction with all the shit that's going on, which we're not progressing, we're regressing. What the hell's going on in this country? That's where I'm stopping there. Don't at me about political things. I will not respond to them. There's more in this world to talk about, the politics. Hence why I'm talking about movies. The ambition was there. The concept was there. It just falls a little short. It's very visually striking. It's got very lush visuals. The set design is superb. I love set design. I do. I don't talk about it as much as I should. When I make my shorts, I pay my set design. I focus on these little things in the background, and it shouldn't matter, but to me they matter. I remember the short film I made, someone was collecting wedding announcements, and I wrote 30 to 40 different wedding announcements to put in this scrapbook, just to put on a shelf that you never see. But if someone were to open it and show it to the camera, it'd be all this stuff. It gave the actor something to react to, because they do open it, but they don't show it to the camera. Crazy stuff like that I did. It wasn't unpredictable. When they start setting it up, you're yep, that's kind of makes sense. And then you're then this is going to happen, and then it did. I'm trying to be vague on purpose. But Don't Worry Darling is in theaters now. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere yet. It's definitely worth a watch. There's a lot worse things you could watch and spend your time watching. This isn't one of those where you'll be I regret this 100%. It's one of those things all the media hype it's getting is mostly about the negativity about the cast and how they function with each other. So it's deterring away from the movie, which might be helping the movie, because people are going to see why these people hate each other and why there's so much dysfunction. Maybe you see something on screen, it might be helping it. But go see it, because Florence is great in it. She carries a lot of the cast. She raises everybody up when they're just kind of a little flat. But yeah, check out Don't Worry Darling, Olivia Wilde's latest film. It's very, very much worth the watch. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Check me out weekly. Right now, I keep forgetting to point in the right direction over at the Holdo Pod for Star Wars. Check us out over there. Gotta remember point. It's backwards on my screen. Gotta remember to point with the correct hand. Check us out there. check me out here. Subscribe, follow along for more great content. You guys-